Hey there, folks. Dubs03 here with a somewhat surprising recording for me. We're actually going to move into the extraction mode of Delta Force here. So, I have never been much of an extraction shooter myself. It's never been my calling. I've never been very great at it. However, I have put some pretty decent amount of time into the extraction shooter on Delta Force. I'm fairly certain I've said it before in either streaming or recording. I find this to be a very accessible extraction shooter, especially for people who aren't terribly good at the mode or anything like that. What I want to bring you today is a showcase of how I have been able to have success. Now, this is not a 100% successful method within the game. However, I have found it to be an interesting one that has captured my attention, and one that I regularly have success with, and that is
good health to you, bruv.
0 to hero. So, let's say that you get yourself all kitted up, you got lots of nice things on your belt, on your back, you got blue or purple tier gear, you run into a mission, and you just get absolutely demolished. Whatever happens, you have the most epic PvP fight in the world, and somehow you don't come out on top. You come back, and everything is cleared out. You've got nothing. We've got plenty of weapons and armor that are still in the stash that we could absolutely use. But if I bring those in there again and run around looking for PvP, I might suffer the same result. So let's say that your funds are not quite this high. I have a quest to get 2 million of these coins, so that's why it's so high right now. Let's say that you're trying to finish the 2 million coin quest, which is what I've been doing lately. And you basically just want to sell everything that you find. This little 0 to hero sort of strategy may work very, very, very nicely for you. If we scroll down into my stash, you'll see these 3 CPUs here, and one of these canisters, the metal, and just this purple gear that you see here. A lot of what you see right here in the center of the screen that we're sort of cursoring over right now, that is almost entirely all found from 0 to hero runs. Just running around, looting things that nobody else has been to, and getting really, really, really lucky. I don't know if this is ever going to be changed or patched or anything like that, so take it with a grain of salt. But I have found that when I run solo, when I do not have the squad build... Yeah, we're fine. When I do not have that squad fill marked, I find that there is a remarkably small number of other players that spawn into the map with me. The reason that this is so great is by limiting the amount of PvP that you're running into, you are seriously reducing the amount of crazy item, like gear-related loot that you can find, but you're significantly increasing your chances of survival. Okay? And what that does is it creates an opportunity for you to get out with some pretty incredible item-related finds. Yeah. The gear that you're going to extract with is generally going to be pretty minimal. You may get lucky. There's been a couple of times where I found a purple chest rig just doing one of these 0 to hero runs. That stuff can absolutely happen. It's a little bit more rare, though. What you will tend to find instead is these sorts of things. You'll find gas tanks. You'll find paint. You'll find, ammo production parts. You'll find RAM sticks, spy pins, CPUs. You'll just find better item-related gear in these kinds of runs. And you'll get out with it, too, which is pretty neat. So, let's go ahead and jump into a match. I do typically like to bring... see if I can find... I do typically like to bring at least one thing to sort of patch up wounds. So we're going to run into the supply station real quick. We're just going to grab an elastic bandage. Something small, something easy to work with. Not looking for anything super complicated. We also just don't have very many slots to hold things. So I have a pistol. I brought in blue pistol ammo with it just because I have an excess of blue pistol ammo. It's also fairly cheap to get from the supply station if you're looking for that. Let's go to the 9x19 real quick. Yeah. These sorts of items you have on hand fairly well. If not, you can always just grab the green. It's cheap, it's easy to work with, and it's more than sufficient for what you're going to be doing. let's go ahead and jump in. So we are going to go into the Zero Dam. Laeli Grove is... So once you get to the higher tiers, you can go to other missions. You go to Laeli Grove, you can go to the Brackish site. I forget what that one's called exactly. You can go to the Space Station. You know, you really could try to go to those places and do the same thing. I have overwhelmingly played on the Zero Dam in the time that I have played Delta Force. It's the place where I'm most comfortable. I know exactly where I want to go to loot. And so this is the one that I will overwhelmingly try to go to. Now, one of the reasons why this works so well is because there is really only a few types of weapons that the scavs out there will ever carry. There's not a great deal of diversity in the weaponry. And the ammo that they carry is also the most basic kind of ammo. But so long as you're not getting into fights with other players, I overwhelmingly find that ammo to be completely sufficient. In fact, one of my favorite things to grab, do make sure you grab the healer, by the way. It's just, he's good at disengaging. You get into a fight, pop a heal on yourself real quick, reduces the amount of things you need to bring in with you. I find this works best. The ammunition that you'll find from the scavs is more than sufficient to fight other scavs. In fact, one of the things that I love to do personally is to find a scav with a shotgun. If I can get one of those shotguns and get within 10 meters of a scav, it's just one pop, move on, one pop, move on, one pop, move on. It's a very nice little play loop there. So we've got a few different quests that we need to be knocking out. We're going to absolutely avoid the substation. Looks like a very scary place. We're going to go to the visitor center. And there's a couple of places we'll be able to loot along the way there, where hopefully we'll be able to avoid other players pretty efficiently. So we're just going to do an about face. Okay, cool. Sometimes a boss will spawn inside this little fortress here. We're just going to run through and quickly loot the fortress. Sounds like I heard some players already. So, because we haven't actually engaged with any of the PvE yet, we're not going to be able to really loot very many things. As a result, we are just going to avoid the fact that we heard some PvP up at the visitor center. Oop. Looks like he came for us. That's too bad. He's thirsty. Came for us. So, like I said, if you do run into the PvP, things really aren't going to work out super duper well. It happens. Yeah, I wonder where that other C4 was, because I didn't have any indicator that there was one around. So I'm not sure how that hit me. But, okay, just had our bad luck, right? So let's just head in here, scroll down, grab a pistol. Doesn't really matter which one you grab. The Glock 17 and this QSZ are available fairly early on, so just grab whichever one you like. Go back to your stash. Drop it in there, whatever ammo you have, put her in. Should only need about those 15 bullets because you're not really trying to use your pistol all that much. Basically, once you shoot a scav, then you're going to switch to the scav's gun. Go ahead and prepare again. And we're good to go. Off to the races. All told, it's pretty cheap. Again, so long as you don't run into some PvP-hungry son of a nutcracker like that guy, then you should be fine for the most part. Didn't really have a lot of options getting back into a corner like that there. So hopefully this second run will go a little bit better for us. Of course, with the curse of the recording button, it's all but guaranteed that as soon as we try to do anything... Oh, here we go. This is a much better spawn.
Find high-value items and extract.
Badge infusion. Okay. Yeah, that other spot kind of put us in between 3 different places that other people could spawn. Here on a corner like this should be pretty decent. There's all sorts of things we could run in here to pick up. There's lots of soldiers that are inside the cement plant. We don't have any safes or anything inside the cement plant, so people might avoid it a little bit more. Should be doing it a little bit better.
Shoot, loot, and time to scoop.
Gauge. Sounds like a war up there. Alright, looks like this is all patched up, so we're not going to be able to get back to the door that's back there. There we go, look at that. Just running around, we already found a spy pen. That's worth a pretty decent chunk of change. Yeah, we do not have that one. Sounds like we got some PvP going on up there. Just avoid that for now. If we head down this way, we should be able to find some scavs over by the southern extract, I think here. There we go. No need for either of those. Keep moving. There's a bird's nest and several other things that we could loot here, but I'm mostly interested in the scavs. So we're just going to keep moving for now. Keep an eye out for crocodiles. They used to be here a lot more frequently. Last time we were looking for a crocodile, we found them way over there. I suppose they might make their way downriver. There we go. I'd like that power bank. Thank you very much. So this whole run, remember, cost about 5,000 coin. We're already making out with 40,000 in profit. It's guaranteed profit since we've got it in our safe box. There we go, a lemon tea, very nice, we take those. Can't believe how sparse the scavs are. It's very unlucky. There's normally 2 or 3 to be found around here. There we go. There we go. Thank you for your donation, good sir. Much appreciated. And look at that, we got a green backpack. Very cool. Alright, we will take that. Take the energy bar, thank you. Hey, I'm in. Nothing here? Alright, that's okay. Gives us a chance to take stock. Oh my gosh, did I not grab the shotgun? I did not. There we go. Eee. Alright, we were lucky enough to find a scav with a green backpack and green ammo in his shotgun. That's pretty neat. Not that this is, you know, going to be wildly helpful or anything. But it is just a nice thing to have. Green stuff. Oh, there we go. And there we go, we got an AK for our trouble as well. Don't need the rest of that, so we'll just keep moving. So, now that we've got a couple of weapons to work with, we can find another place to hunker down, check our map. At the moment, we're just kind of letting people run around. Oh, we will take that. We'll take this green backpack as well, we can sell that. So the little things right there, we're just running around and we were able to find something useful. Need to do an investigation there, clear enemies. I'm hearing what sounds like more PvP behind me now. Now, with that green shotgun, it is entirely possible that we could actually engage with somebody and win. However, I don't really have any interest in doing that. I definitely have a decent bounty already. I'm very pleased with that bounty. Ooh, there we go. 2 lemon teas. I'm decently happy with that bounty that I have. However, if I could survive, I would much prefer that. So we're just gonna... Is that duct tape? No, we don't need it. We're just gonna keep moving along. Try to avoid the other players if we see them. Pretty happy with the fact that I found a green backpack, not only on the body of the scav that we fought, but also on just as a lootable. That's pretty neat. It's not something that you see terribly often. Don't need that. Okay. Now it would be... So clearly we've had somebody who's passed through here already. That's too bad. That's normally one of the places I kind of like to go. I think I see a scav way down there. I unfortunately have a quest where I need to engage a couple scavs here. Yeah, it looks like somebody's looted all of this already. This is one of the places that sometimes get looted, sometimes does not. Over here, I find it's often left alone. It's usually worth it to come over here and give everything a look. We actually have this dormitory key. So we're going to go ahead and give that a shot. See if we can make out with anything useful here. Take that. Trade dock, we need that to build. Just tried to sell one of those. And there we are. Okay, not super great loot from the dormitory room this time. That's okay. We'll go ahead and keep it open. Wood plank. So wood planks sell pretty decently on the market. They don't sell for very much, but if you're looking for something that will sell, go ahead and grab wood planks, because they will sell every single time. People need them for crafting and whatnot. Ejector, we don't need that, because we're a medic, haha. Definitely good to check this building out here. Keyboard. We may have a safe quest around here somewhere. We're lucky. Okay. Oh, looks like some players met their untimely demise over here. Several players. I will take your surgery kit. Why not? And... should have been moving this stuff over a long time ago. You can have the matches, me boy. We'll take your backpack as well. Once again, that will sell. Unfortunately, it does kind of look like they took out all of the PE, but they left the cement trucks. That's crazy. I've had gold tier things drop out of the cement trucks before, so we are absolutely gonna go ahead and check these out real quick. Looking good on time so far. Found another scav. M16. It has just a little bit more ammo, but not enough to make a difference. So we'll do without. Ooh, an aramid fiber? Very cool. Ooh, it's possible that they haven't been upstairs. Spray there. Looks like nobody looted down there either. Yeah. Oh, they have been up here. They've just been in a hurry. Oh, how rude. Coming up here and taking the weapons and closing the crates. Okay. Let's check this out real quick. I think that's just to kill, and there's an actual investigation I can do. Okay, we've checked you. It's not a building. There is some things up here that I could check out, but I've not been very lucky in finding useful things there, so we're just going to hit this cement trap, then we'll go do the investigation. Box of nails, military power bank, absolutely. We'll check up here just real quick. Box candles. Usually, oh my god, they didn't loot it. How about that? AK bolt cover, nah, nothing really useful. Which is probably why nobody ever looted it. They left the manhole cover too. Look at that. Looky there. Let's get you two. I already have a spy pin. And you can take the place of that. So, now that we have a full stash, anything that we stay for from here on out is pure greed on our part. There's no reason for us to stay any longer. We could absolutely go and look for an extract at this point. We have actually obtained some pretty decent gear. Walking out with 270,000 in earnings is pretty good, all things considered. We are going to stay just a tad bit longer. It's HVT limb. There's a hacker computer there. I need to investigate. I'll just do that another time. Things are getting pretty quiet. So we're just going to head out this way. Check out this cement truck real quick. So now a lot of the times when you play this game, where a lot of people get sort of stressed and frustrated with the game is they feel really bad about all the things that they lost. You know, they're like, oh, you know, I had such great weapons and gear and I was really attached to them, and, you know, some, you know, crazy 12-year-old who lives in his grandma's basement just came flying out of nowhere and killed me. Everything, and then, you know, angers and upsets them. And I get that. That's why I've really started to enjoy playing the game like this. Very low risk. If I do get killed or anything, it's really not a very big deal to me because wasn't all that attached. Really wasn't all that attached to my weapons and armor anyway. Hey there, buddy. Hey, dude. Thought you were sneaky, didn't you? Oh, hey there. And that was not the target. That's the target. Oh my gosh. I need you to chill. There we go.
Operator, you've completed the mission.
Alright, now that elastic bandage we've been holding on to. Alright, never mind. The surgery kit we picked up. And there we just got ourselves a cool 2,000 in earnings. Look at that. Found ourselves a nice little helmet. We can go ahead and drop off the shotgun ammo. Because we're really not going to have very much shotgun anymore. Unless somebody was kind enough to drop some. Oh, hey there. Oh my gosh. That is a player, so we're gonna leave. They can have everything here. I don't want it. So, we ran into a player. We're starting to run out of luck. We're just gonna go and make for an extract now. So, closest extract option is this. We probably won't take it, but at least gives us a general heading. And the unfortunate thing about this helmet is it does obstruct our hearing. So we're going to have to be very careful. Speaking of very careful, we're going to make an unwise decision. We're going to take the time to come up here and loot real quick, see if anybody else is taking the chance. Nobody else took the chance. Never found anything decent up here before anyway. Pretty low luck spot. Yeah, not seeing anything super useful here. Open over. Alright, let's take a bathroom break. Check this out. So we've got a good extract over there. We could go up top as well. It's going to take us past the visitor center, which I would like to hit anyway. So I'm totally okay with that. So if I'm trying to get away from someone, I will let my oh, look.
Target located.
Found ourselves a croc. I haven't seen one this far down the river for quite a while. Those things are spooky. Okay, we did take everything out of that. There was one of these where we had a blue bone saw. I'm thinking about going back and trying to pick that up. So, because we did that HVT elimination, we could extract here for the cost of 10,000 coins. 10,000 coins is really not that much. Doing those little side quests in here and picking up that 10,000 coin is completely negligible. So never, ever, ever feel bad about spending that. It is... You're not losing anything by doing so. Looks like this... Looks like this spot might be as yet unlooted. Definitely had some PvE happen here. Get rid of the screwdriver. Nobody likes screwdrivers. Okay, dang, they already went to the flight case. I have found some crazy good things inside of this flight case. So absolutely worth it to come to the power station if you're doing one of these 0 to hero runs. Ooh, I do like an HDD. Those are useful. What do I want to drop for that? You know what? We'll drop the bandage because we have the... Drop the energy bar. Okay, so they have been through here. What did you have, buddy? You've got nicer armor than what I'm wearing. You got some 9mm, so we'll top that off. And... Did you have 2,000? Not very much. Okay, we'll just run with that. We could absolutely go into the substation building over there. I would just rather get to the visitor center. Now this little camp over here is one that often does go unlooted. And I've actually found one of the CPUs, one of those gold tier items here before. So if it's on your way... Okay, looks like there was somebody who's been through here already. Yeah. We're probably not going to find anything. We are going to find... Scav, though. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, bad. The seasoning set that you saw at the bottom of his bag down there is a pretty useful item. LED lights, too, are something that will sell pretty quickly on the auction. People need them for crafting. So if you do happen to find one of those as you're running around, do feel free to pick it up if you don't have something else in your bag already. Oh, hey there. The bullet pendant is also useful in crafting, so feel free to pick that up if you come across one. Now, this is always the worrisome part. When you start moving to a major center like this where you have to cross a lot of open ground, you should definitely be worried about what you're going to run into. It's 100% possible that there's somebody who's waiting to catch people as they're trying to run to an extract. I have not had that happen to myself so far. However, I do know that it is something that happens in these extraction shooters, so it's worth warning you about. This is the pretty typical loadout of what you will find, by the way, when you do kill a scav. Getting a green backpack was pretty lucky on my part. Just make do with it until you can find something better. Oh, hey, buddy. So perhaps... Ooh, tempting. Very tempting. There, look, we found a better chest rig by doing all this. Very cool. Alright, let's put you two up there as well. Give me a little more space for something. I will take the leveler for now. There's usually a shield scav in here. So keep your eyes peeled. Then down there. There he is. Jesus, you came out of nowhere. Often you'll find a lemon tea in this room here. So absolutely worth your time to come up here. Ooh, look at that. He's got nice stuff on too. So if we didn't have this purple helmet that we were going to sell, then we've actually... Let me just double check prices. 14, 12. Yep, it's actually worth more. So we will switch that out. We've had somebody run through at least some parts. He's opened that up. Did he get the briefcase? He did get the briefcase. That's too bad. Didn't go to the computer room, though. Well, he did go to the computer room. He's just gentleman, and he closed the door. Let me see. Ooh, DVD drive? Take that instead of the socket. You can exchange the DVD drive for a... Oh, there was a safe here to spare. Oh, okay, never mind. This is the one that's marked on the map. You can exchange the DVD drives for a surgery kit. One of the green tier 4 surgery kits. 4-use surgery kit. So absolutely pick those up if you come across them. It's just useful to have a ton of those in your inventory. It's another thing that I enjoy about these little scav runs is that if I'm lucky, I'll come across some things I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't there? Yeah, I need to investigate. All right, let's go back in real quick. Sorry, I'm a little ADHD today, I guess. Although there were people walking around out here, so it's possible he hasn't looted the secret stash in this building. Not that there's usually all that much in here. Just like typically goes unnoticed. Yeah, just a tube. Anything behind the counter? Not this time. Yep, secret stash is unlooted. Looks like we need to head topside again. Lighter. So all 3 of these are actually pretty useful things. I'm going to bank that we're not going to run into any bad guys anymore. And we'll go ahead and switch that out as well. We'll leave the infusion set behind. Silly of me, I can't believe I ran right past where I needed to go. I don't even remember seeing that little blue icon showing up when I was running through there. Oh, he actually didn't loot the lobby. How about that? Ooh, got another quest done. Very helpful. That'll be a nice little payday. Whee! Oh my gosh, and I got an injury for it. Dancing girls are worthless. You can pick them up, but if you try to sell them on the market, it's unlikely that they will sell. Now, this is a predicament. Nah, we'll just do without. There we go. It's fine that your leg's broken, buddy. Just shoot yourself with the stem and then keep going. Sometimes you'll find scabs on the street out here. This is an extract I don't see used often. Of course, as soon as I tell you that, that's when everybody in the neighbor is going to start using it. Yeah. But if you're ever looking for an extract and you're across the map, this is one that I find is generally pretty safe. Don't find a lot of people at the... Don't find a lot of people that are on this side of the map, close to the end. A lot of people try to extract closer to the admin center because it's a popular place to go. Now, we made out with all of that right there. So if you wanted to sell the hi-fi sound card and the lemon teas, you absolutely could. Those will sell well and quickly on the market. However, those are all really useful crafting items, so I encourage you to keep a hold of them yourself. And because you've gone through and you've done all this, you now have all of this gear for the next run that you're going to do. So now you can bring like a weapon if you wanted to, and you can run with this. Selling the 870, I really should have tried to switch that out for a Car 15 or something at the end, because it's just not worth very much. Doesn't sell super well. But the AK will sell almost instantly on the market, and it sells for a pretty decent chunk of change. Look at that, 20,000 coin. So anytime you're ever running low on cash, absolutely go through and just grab a pistol. If you're feeling really brave, you can just run a knife. If you get up behind somebody, you can execute them. But the scabs tend to come in pairs. It's very, very rare that you find them just one at a time. So I encourage you to bring that pistol just in case. Just give them a little love tap in the head. You should be good to go. Look at that. Knocked out a couple of quests while we were there too. If you struggle with extraction shooters like I do, if you get frustrated playing against the kids these days like I do, I find this to be a very enjoyable way to still play the game. So I encourage you to give it a shot. A lot of people are complaining about Delta Force. There's all sorts of bad things to be said about it. I find the game to be fun, so long as you don't walk in here expecting it to be the Battlefield killer or the Tarkov killer or anything like that. It is a good game in its own rights. It's got good foundations because it's building upon a mode that is fun. For somebody like me, I like being a loot goblin. I like going out and fighting the PvE. I like doing those little quests and stuff like that. Honestly, to me, the PvP is annoying. I don't like the feeling of going out and killing the other people. I don't feel better for having done that. I don't get that rush of like, yeah, or anything. No, that's just not me. I like running around. I like exploring. And so playing the game in this way has netted me far more than 2 million of the coin in a fairly safe manner. This is absolutely not like a power farming way to make money. You know, if you really want to power farm, what you want to do is you want to buy purple ammo and you want to get out there and you want to farm players, because that's where you're going to find all of your best things. But I do find this to be fun, so give it a shot yourselves. Let me know how it goes for you. Thanks for watching.